Hey everyone, this is Kyle over at Poseidon's Pets. I just wanted to go over a few things that a lot of people overlook when they're setting up their first aquarium. And a few of the basics that you really need to look at is tank size for the fish that you are getting. You want to look at the size of fish and how big they're going to get. So definitely want to get a tank that is big enough for the fish you want to raise. Now the other thing is starting up your new aquarium. There's one thing that a lot of people don't know about, and that's the nitrogen cycle. So in order to have a proper filtration system and one that is going to be safe for your pets and your fish to live in, is you want to have one that is able to filter out all the chemicals and waste that your fish produce. So when fish breathe and go to the bathroom, as well as food waste that deposits on the bottom of the tank, that starts to rot away and turn into ammonia. So the fish respirate ammonia as well as excrete ammonia through their waste themselves. So with that ammonia, it can be toxic in very low doses. So what you want to do is be able to establish your tank to where it's going to be able to take that ammonia and turn it into nitrites, and then turn that into nitrates. So ammonia and nitrites are actually very deadly in small doses. So what you're going for is a tank that has 0 parts per million nitrites as well as ammonia, and then you want about 10 to 5 parts per million of nitrates. A little bit higher in the 20-40 range is acceptable, but it's not ideal. So I was feeling kind of creative and I wanted to play around with my computer a little bit. So I took Microsoft Paint and created an image that has some minor animations that goes more in depth into the nitrogen cycle. So the nitrogen cycle is one of the most important parts of having an established aquarium. You want to have good filtration, and whether it's a hang on the back filter, a sump, or even a canister filter, the whole goal of these filters is to house these bacterias that turn the ammonia into nitrites and then into nitrates. So you want to create an environment that is going to help them live to help keep your fish alive. So go ahead and watch this short video and let me know what you think. The nitrogen cycle is a biological process of microscopic organisms that live in your aquarium that take ammonia, turn them into nitrites, and then turn them into nitrates. Without this process, your fish would not be able to survive in their aquarium and would either get sick or die. Ammonia gets deposited into your tank by a few different ways. Fish excrete this in their waste as well as through respiration. It can also be added by rotten food by overfeeding, so definitely watch how much you feed your fish. The ammonia goes down into the tank where one type of bacteria turns that ammonia into nitrites. After it turns into nitrites, another bacteria turns those same nitrites into nitrates. So now you have a basic understanding of the nitrogen cycle. Most people, when they get their first aquarium, they're very excited and they want to stock it with as many fish as they possibly can. This is not a good idea. You definitely want to start with one fish, so that way you can get some ammonia deposits into your tank to help start colonizing these nitrifying bacteria. The bacteria will colonize in your filter as well as your gravel. Usually takes about 3 to 6 weeks for this to happen. So if you get yourself a ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate test, or a master test kit, you can actually monitor these levels so you know when it's safe to add more fish. It's always best to add a few fish at a time and then watch your levels rise and drop, so that way you know when your bacteria is established. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I really hope you learned something today and you get a better idea of what it takes to really start out a new aquarium. If you have any questions for me or need anything at all, or come across something that you don't quite understand, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And as always, like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.